The MLB never saw this coming, as a Plan B signing in the offseason is getting recognition from the league that has made Yankee fans run to the hills to re sign after the 2025 season. We'll break down who this player is and why their contributions will have a lasting impact when 2025 is all said and done. What's going on, guys? Alex Brooks back here on Yankees Digest, giving you guys a daily dose of Yankees content every day of the week. The Yankees are in the midst of their tough 12-game stretch right now, and they are trying to eye a division title, and we have it here on Yankees Digest. But before we get into this video and talking all things Yankees, if you guys are not a part of the 27.4% who are subscribed to these videos, let's bridge the gap a little bit. Let's subscribe, comment down below to join in on this conversation surrounding the New York Yankees. Me and Chris are giving you guys videos every day of the week and pumping out content for you guys. We appreciate all the support you guys are giving us. Subscribe, comment down below to join in on this conversation. But we're going to get right into this video, as starting off with the man of the hour, Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger was the AL Player of the Week. He was recognized by the MLB as being the AL Player of the Week, and he had a great week, and he's had a great season so far for the New York Yankees. He's been everything the Yankees wanted and more. I mean, he has just been able to do everything from being out in the outfield and making a clutch play against the New York Mets to avoid a sweep, and then being able to hit the ball out of the ballpark using the short porch to his advantage, and also just coming up with clutch moments after clutch moments. He has definitely earned his flowers, and he is up for an extension, hopefully an extension with the New York Yankees, and he is definitely living out his tenure in the Yankees so far in 2025. Wanted to give a little bit more on his stats from last week, from August 25th to August 31st, and what a way to end out the summer. He led the American League batters in total bases at 21, and he was tied for the lead in RBIs and tied with second with extra base hits with 5. You look at their 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, 4 walks, 3 doubles, and 6 runs, and he just was unbelievable last week, and it really helped the Yankees to be able to sweep the Nationals and take 3 out of 4 against the Chicago White Sox in Chicago, which the Yankees, they've been able to have success in Chicago in the past, and I understand that it's the White Sox, but being able to take 3 out of 4, at least 3 out of 4 against the White Sox, is huge, because those are the teams that you're supposed to beat, and Cody Bellinger was a big part in the Yankees' success last week. So shout out to Cody Bellinger to be able to do this, and what he was able to do last week was phenomenal for the Yankees in order to get back into the position to try to take over the division from the Toronto Blue Jays. A little bit more on Cody Bellinger's last week. This was from Sports Illustrated, saying Bellinger has hit 6 runs in his last 7 games, including 2 homers. In that time, he's slashing 444, 500, 778, helping lead the Pinstripes to win 6 out of their last 7 contests. The Post also included that Bellinger led the AL in total bases for the last week and ranked 3rd in batting average and OPS, tying for 3rd place in on-base percentage. And, just definitely huge when talking about Cody Bellinger and what he's been able to provide, getting him from the Chicago Cubs and being able to be a staple in this Yankees offense. I mean, he was able to bat 3rd in the lineup, and just having the trust in putting Cody Bellinger 3rd in this lineup, and just kind of, putting him in that prime position to be behind Judge. I mean, it's just been a very good sight to see, and I definitely think that, going down in the playoffs, I've said it before in past videos, Cody Bellinger is going to have a big impact, because he's had success with the Dodgers in the postseason in the past, especially in that 2020 year, and now being able to be with the New York Yankees, just adding these guys who have playoff success and has a lot of things to them. It's going to be huge for Cody Bellinger moving forward. And, just looking at his stats so far this season: 26 home runs, 279 batting average 83 RBIs, and you also add the 11 stolen bases, and he is at a 4.1 WAR. I mean, he's been what the Yankees have needed. I mean, we've seen that Giancarlo Stanton, he got injured earlier in the season, and Cody Bellinger really stepped up, and he was being able to be the everyday outfielder. But when we're comparing it to when Juan Soto was here, Juan Soto didn't have the defense. Cody Bellinger adds that extra element with defense and versatility, which I'll get into a little bit more in this video. But when we're looking at his offense, 26 home runs, 83 RBIs, and he's a lefty. So you're having that lefty righty matchup. It's really helped Cody Bellinger kind of revive his career a little bit, because when he was with Chicago, I mean, he was doing decent, but nothing compared to what he is doing right now. And he's returning to that MVP Rookie of the Year form back in 2017 and 2019. So a guy who has been able to be around the block, go with the Dodgers, go with the Chicago Cubs, now be with the New York Yankees. Just huge that he's getting this second opportunity to, as a 30-year-old, and just really playing into his prime right now, and really playing himself into a big contract after this season. And I mean, when we look at what Aaron Boone has talked about Cody Bellinger, he's had great things to say about the outfielder, because he has been just able to put this team a little bit on his back earlier in the season. When Judge went on the IL, you needed someone to step up, and Cody Bellinger definitely stepped up in a big way. And he had some things to talk about with Cody Bellinger, and this was from John Morosi talking about Aaron Boone's Bellinger comments before Game 2. He said, "Writing the position for Cody Bellinger is the very last thing he does. Why? Because of his versatility and how he can give you above average defense at multiple different positions." And having that versatility for this team has just been huge, because when we're looking at his stats so far this season, I mean, you look at the games by position. At first base, he's been able to be there for 7 games. So he's helped, Rice and Goldschmidt getting in there, being a platoon bat. And then when you're looking at the outfield, he can play every outfield position, out in left field, center field, and right field. So like he can own every position that he is in. And having that versatility at first base, the Yankees in the past, they've had struggles with being able to have a consistent first baseman day in and day out, because there's been injuries and other things that came up. But having that versatility with Bellinger is huge. And then just looking at his stretch, his last 7 games, I mentioned it, 321 average, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 362 in his last 15 games with 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. And I mean, he has just been so consistent this year, and he has been one of the bright spots for the New York Yankees. And being able to, I can't stress this enough, the versatility is what's going to win you a lot of games in the playoffs, because you never know what happens when it comes down to the playoffs. There might be certain matchups that you want to take advantage of, and being able to have someone off the bench who can, maybe be a defensive substitution, or just move around a little bit. Say Bellinger is going to play first, and then he needs to be in the outfield. You can kind of use him there. So having that versatility, it's something that I really love to see out of this Yankees team, and really love to see what he can bring in in this month of September and going into October. As I mentioned, October is coming up real soon. We know that summer just went by very quick, and now we have September and the playoff positioning. Like, the Yankees are 2.5 games out, the Red Sox are 2.5 games out, so it's anybody's division, and it's anybody's top spot in the AL East, and Cody Bellinger's been a big part of that. But that's going to do it for another edition of Yankees Digest. Appreciate all the support you guys are giving us on this channel. What do you guys think regarding Cody Bellinger? Give us comments down below. Let us know your thoughts. We love to see what you guys can add to this conversation. Hope you guys have a great day. Let's enjoy these games upcoming this week, a big stretch. And as always, let's go Yankees.